good, everybody? This is the one and only GM, and today we're going to talk about the new gameplay mechanics that were introduced at the TWT finals for Tekken 8. So that's what we're doing today, and yeah, we're going to get it in, man. We're going to talk about all the new game mechanics, and we also going to watch the video also that talks about all the game mechanics and whatnot, and we're going to get right into it, and we're going to see what's good with all the stuff. So that's Harada from the Tekken Lead project right there. Is it the head of a development right there, Mr. Nakatsu? Ohei Ikada Nakatsu, and they're going to be talking about the Tekken 8 gameplay mechanics. So actual footage of the Tekken 8, along with plenty of video footages to talk about everything in the game. So this should be a fun video. So this is the first time we really see like in depth about the game, because what they showed us before was just like small stuff, so they didn't really explain a lot of things. So we're gonna break it down in this video from an OG's perspective like mine that's been playing the game for a long time, and stuff that I caught in the trailer, because I've seen this multiple times, but in this video we're gonna break it down. So by aggressive, what they mean by that is that that's basically the theme of the game. The theme of the game is being aggressive. So the game is going to reward you for pressing more buttons and being more aggressive. So that's what they want in the game. You're going to be rewarded for aggressive. So they want everybody to be aggro in this game. So the more buttons you press, the better results you're going to get at this game. So that's the key word of the game. It's going to be an offense game. So even more offense than Tekken 7, because Tekken 7 is an offense game. But this game is going to be more, reward you with more offense, and you're going to see, you know, as the video progresses. Also visual FFX, that's basically when you get hit, all the effects when you get hit, and all types of stuff is going to be really cool and real crazy. Please remember the key word. That means people is going to press buttons and they're going to go ham. That's what it means. So they want the visuals and everything to be OD. So basically the game is going to be like a movie, like an anime, like a live action movie, with the effects and the camera work and everything. When it's going to be really cinematic. A lot of new games got this whole joint that they make everything super cinematic, like a movie pretty much. That's the three things they trying to make the battles more enjoyable for a player in each attack. So they're trying to make the game more offensive and more cinematic per attack, and they want to make the game easier for you to make a comeback or do momentum shifts when you're losing and stuff like that. And they also want to enhance the character's specialty and characteristics, which is basically the style of the character, like what a character represents and who they are. So moves are going to be more unique for characters, which is something that I like, because the one thing I don't like about Tekken is that there's too many characters that are similar, like Nina, Anna, Law, Lee. I like characters that have different personalities and different movesets. It's more cooler like that. So now they're going to talk about the system changes, which is the rage system, which is, it was introduced in Tekken 6, but in Tekken 6 you have to have a really low health bar to get rage. In Tekken 7 you can have a little bit more health bar, and rage is more dumb because you could do rage arts, rage drives, and all types of stuff when you rage in Tekken 7. So rage in Tekken 7 is mad rough because of that. There's a lot of things you got to worry about. Rage art, rage drive. So in Tekken 8, the rage art is still going to be available when your health is low, and yeah, when your health is low, you're going to still be able to do a rage art in Tekken 8. So they did not take it out. So the rage art looks like this. Watch Law get it in. Damn, you see that's the Bruce Lee joint. Blah 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 blah. Nunchucks, and then the stomp. Mad OD. They got that from Enter the Dragon. He stomps on you. Damn, uppercut. Oh, Jin look mad cool. He turns to the devil with the wings. Damn, with the wings, that should look mad dope. Yeah, he got a KOF Maximum Impact type of jacket. It looked like the Kyo Kusanagi jacket from Maximum Impact 2. Y'all should check it out. It's a white looking jacket like that, but that's what it looks like. And the Law Stomp, that's from Enter the Dragon and all the Bruce Lee movies. When he stomps on the dude, he goes, ah! I think it's kind of random they put weapons in the game, because Yoshimitsu was like the only got weapons, but now Law got nunchucks, which is wild. If you're a good player, you could use the contact to keep rage state. Yeah, so the rage art is still the same with the armor and then one shot. If you're interested in playing Rage, yeah, check out Tekken 7. You could do the Rage stuff. My opinion too, what I wanted them to do, but they're not gonna do it in this game. I wanted it so Rage Arts don't have armor, so you only could do Rage Arts to whiff punish or doing a combo. That's what I wanted to happen, but because they'll balance it. You know what I'm saying? You get hit, somebody said Rage Arts, you beat them or whatever. It's more balanced like that, but they're not gonna do that though. Rage Art exited Tekken 7 as a special action doing Rage has been eliminated this time. I love this. I really like the fact that they took out Rage Drive. The reason why I like the fact that they took out Rage Drive is because that was something you really had to worry about when somebody had Rage. Because some characters Rage Drive, well, most characters Rage Drive. If you get hit by that joint, that's it, you die. Even if you have like mad health, you die. Like, because some Rage Drives, they like combo on hit, plus frames on block, combo into bound. Some Rage Drives, you block them, and then you gotta get a mix up. Some other ones are like unblockable. Rage Drives were just unbalanced. Like some characters had really good ones, and then some characters had some real terrible ones. So in all, that whole Rage Drive thing was really unbalanced. I wasn't feeling it. And it was something extra to worry about when you was in Rage, besides Rage Arts. So I'm glad they took that out. But they took it out because the heat system has something similar to Rage Drive. So that's why they took it out. For the first time, it's an element that will be eliminated. Adding more and more elements would have made it too complicated. So we reorganized, and Rage Drive itself has been eliminated. So I'm glad that's gone. So another thing they're gonna explain here is that they made Rage Arts easy to do. Basically, you know how in Tekken 7, everybody had a different notation to do Rage Art. Now you just press down forward 1+2 or just press R2 on a PS5 controller and you do a Rage Art. So everybody's Rage Art is literally just down forward 1+2 now to do. It's universal now. Like nobody has like different inputs for Rage Arts now. Yeah, also, like, it doesn't matter. Like, in Tekken 7, you could just put it for R1 and always do a Rage Art. That's what I did. I just pressed R1, and I was able to do Rage Arts all the time. So they bringing back the red health joint, recovery health, which is you could recover, you lose damage, but when you lose damage, you still have recovery health. Some of the damage from combos that's recoverable. Yeah, it's part of the damage that becomes recoverable when guarding certain big moves. So they got recovery health now, like in Tag 1 and Tag 2. In Tag 2, when you have recovery health, if you did a tag assault, your recovery health completely disappeared. You don't have no recovery health. See, that's in Tag 2, yeah. In Tekken 8, the guard doesn't recover over time. In Tag 2, it recovered little by little. We restore the health when you turtle and stuff like that. And then when you use Tag Assault, your recovery just disappears. So in Tekken 8, what they're doing is, if you want to recover your health, you gotta hit an opponent or make an opponent guard your attack. So that's why they say this game is very aggressive. It's going to be an offense game. They want you to always suppress. So if you want your health back, you're going to have to swing back to get your recovery health. So it's the opposite of traditional fighting games where, you know, when you want to recover your recovery health, you know, you just turtle and play defensive. In this game, if you want to recover your health, you got to swing back. So the meta in this game is way different than a typical fighting game. It's kind of crazy that you literally have to attack to recover your health. So it's going to promote a lot of offense and a lot of mashing. Like, people are really going to swing back. So you said the white guard does not recover unless you attack, but when you block a big move, the white recovery guard will remain in strength display like this. Yeah, it'll remain like that when you block a big move. You saw how much recovery bar? He lost. So basically, this chip damage in the game. You see, every time you block, you lose chip damage. That's a lot of chip damage. So people are not really gonna want to block in this game. So basically, in this game, uh, it 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 bops you for blocking too much. You don't want to block too much in this game, which is crazy. This game forces you to swing. Because the more you block, the more chip damage you're gonna eat. So which is kind of ham, because chip damage, that's a 2D thing. And it's mostly like fireballs and stuff. In 2D games, you don't lose damage from blocking and eating normals. You see? You're losing chip damage for blocking stuff. So characters with a lot of strings, like Law and Steve, I think are gonna be really good. The characters that force you to block strings, because you're gonna eat a lot of chip damage like that. So it's mad rough. So it's like you're gonna have to swing back and then try to avoid getting hit on counter hit at the same time while swinging back. So they explained this in the U.S. regional finals. The new battle system, which is called Heat. So in here they're gonna go in depth on the Heat system. The heat system is a period of time that's so overwhelmingly beneficial to an attacker. So it's going to be like a little meter underneath your health bar. Period of time that's overwhelmingly beneficial to an attacker. So it's part of the offense thing. User enters a state enhanced when waiting for a certain period. So you see is underneath the health bar or paw, right? The little heat system joint. This is one simpler way. You see, he could go into and do 4-1 plus 2. So you activate it from 4-1 plus 2. But you can also activate it manually, which he's going to show. And he's covered in blue flames, and there's a timer. It's set to R1. So one single button, you see? He does 4-1 plus 2 when he does it at the R1. It could be activated anytime with a button, and it decreases after 10 seconds. But if you want the bar to stop moving, you have to attack. But then when it's gone for the whole round. It's 10 seconds, yeah. But the decrease in the hit time can be stopped itself. You see, you have to attack to make it stop. You have to keep attacking and stop. So you see, it really wants you to go in with buttons. Means you gotta keep the advantage situation and keep going. Yeah, it's gonna really want you to keep going with buttons. There's more advantage if you're being aggressive. So this game don't want you to block. So if you're a dude that likes to block and turtle, this game is not gonna be for you. And if you do block and turtle, you're gonna have to sidestep and backdash to get away from offense, so you don't lose chip damage and you can avoid moves. But so far, we don't know how good the movement is in this game. But I feel like in general, I think movement is gonna be really important in this game, so you can avoid these situations. The first we call is heat burst, entering the state of the own violation. This is one of the ways to get into heat. So you could get into heat after certain moves. It's a single button action, yeah. Heat engage, that's specific moves that they get heat from. Like Paul could do Death Fist and then run after that. The way to attack the point after create, so he could do Death Fist into that joint. So there are about 5 moves per character that have the heat engage. So y'all gonna have to, when the game comes out, you're gonna find out what specific moves they got. So there's a lot. So each multiple moves while taking into account. So each character's gonna have specific moves that they could do, and it's gonna be based on the character. So they want you to kind of, like, for beginners or people that want to get into the game, you gotta learn what moves go into the heat joint. Those are the moves you want to use. Yeah, there are many different moves in Tekken where there's a lot of moves to do. Yeah, he engages are the moves you want to learn the most at first, because those are the moves that's gonna lead into offense, and those are gonna be the moves that lead into combos and whatnot. So that's gonna be. So it's gonna, yeah, they want to make this game as easy as possible. So that's why they're adding all this stuff and these moves and stuff to make it easy for somebody to pick up and play. Once you learn the heat engage, you can fight pretty much anybody, and you look cool while doing it. Pretty much. Yeah, King does have a lot of moves.
めちゃくちゃありますからね。また僕個人的にはキングを使わないけど、今回のこのヒートが入った。
So I think like stuff like Defis doing that is kind of crazy, honestly. Like Defis is like like doing a Defis and that joint being safe because you use the heat and then you dash into somebody. That's OD. But apparently you at negatives when you do stuff like that. But it makes it look like you had an advantage because you Defis and then you run. You know what I'm saying? After doing it. But I think that makes it's like negative, but not a big negative, I think. So yeah, learning the heat engage is a good way to get nice at this game, so you could continue your offense and keep going ham. So we're gonna learn the heat burst and the heat engage. The heat burst can be activated anytime they got the meter up there. So as long as you got that meter up there, you could go in with the heat burst. You activate while you set up the attack that could go into it. So when you do heat burst, it's plus frames. Advantage on hit and advantage on block. So you plus when you do it. So you could continue offense with it. You could do heat burst, yeah, and it leads into a combo. It can be incorporated, yeah, with just one button. So it's mad easy and scrubby to do. Yeah, basically, what he means is like you might be scared if you whiff the attack, but you could cancel the heat burst and just do it without doing the move. So you could cancel it. So if you want to activate at long distance, you could just use it. You can activate from long distance and not worry about whiffing. Yeah, so I'm happy that bounds are back like Tekken 6. Look, you see like Tekken 6 bound? I'm happy. So combos will be more, better like that instead of these crazy ass combos. So I prefer bound for sure. Bound is cooler. So you could do the new heat burst and you can make bound combos. Heat engager. Each character has 5 of those. So characters have the regular heat, like you saw, like Paul got 4/1+2, and then this heat engager. These moves is when the opponent hits the point like that. You see, like Defis, and you could like run. So you got a big advantage when he does the Defis. So he does a Defis and he's a big advantage, which is OD, because Defis is supposed to be an unsafe move. But you get blocked that joint and Paul's running your face. Makes it easy when there's a shift in battle and the battle's momentum. Like Defis right there. And he got the free 50/50 on hit. That's OD. So he got a free 50/50 with Demo Man after that Defis hits you. That's kind of ham. So if somebody whips, you could Defis them in their face and then get through the heat joint and get a 50/50.
というわけで、先ほどの説明あったように圧倒的に攻め得なボーナスタイムがヒートシステムということで、So as you can see, this game is way different than any other Tekken. So I think anything you learn from Tekken, you probably some of the meta, legacy stuff is still gonna work, but you're gonna have to change your whole mindset about Tekken because the defense ain't really in this game. I'm sure they got backdash cancel and sidestep, but this game is gonna be way different, man. We can do in heat, take special actions, even if guarded, damage can inflict. So they don't want you to block in this game. When you in heat, you could go ham, keep attacking, and do chip damage like it's a 2D game. And characters' personalities are gonna come out with the heat joint too. So that's one thing about the whole heat joint. See that heat timer? That's the 8 right there. You see the 8 little heat timer? So he used it. He used it when he went into heat. You saw it? It's called heat energy and used for special actions during heat. Yeah, and you use it. でヒート中の専用アクションは2つできることがあります。
Learns to perform powerful attacks such as Heat Smash. Damn, that's from Demo Man. This is a move that can only be formed during the Heat Time active. Yeah, you only could do that when you're the Heat Timer. And it consumed the whole bar. You see that? That's one of them. That's him. That's a Demo Man too. Deficit and cancel, yeah. It consumes the heat energy, so you don't got it no more. So it's cool. It's like once you do it, it's gone. You can't do it again. So it balances out. It's cool that you don't always have it because it'll be too cheesy. He engages usually at disadvantage if the guarded. Yeah, so he engages. If somebody blocks it, you at disadvantage. But if you use Heat Dash, you get to move ahead of your opponent. So when you use Heat Dash, something like Deficit that's normally unsafe won't be unsafe no more. And it could be, you know, you could continue to a combo.
実際やってみると分かるんですけども、ヒート状態に入って、こういう技、普段はこういう叩きつきのやられが出るんですけども、ヒートダッシュを行うことで、
Well, he gets a full combo, so you see that he dash, you could do combos after moves. So it advances the moves. It makes moves like moves that can't combo or make you be able to combo after you do it, which is kind of OD.
方法によって数が違って見えたんだけど、そのあたりも全部説明してもらえるかな。はい。
まずそうですね。いつでも、簡単に発動できる、ヒートバーストの方はヒートエナジーが一つ獲得できます。
So when you activate the joint, it gives you one heat energy. But even with one, you could point Heat Smash or Heat Dash. Word. You can choose either one. What you want to do? You want to do the Heat Smash or you want to do the Heat Dash?
はい。次に相手に技をヒットさせないといけないというヒート発動技の方は、見てもらうと分かるんですけども、ヒートエナジーを2個
gives you two, yeah. So you want
ヒートダッシュを行った上で
yeah, so that joint gives you two, so you could do all that extra stuff. You could do Heat Smash, Heat Dash after all of that. After two.
ヒートダッシュ2回行うことができる。
And you could cancel it. Yeah, that's OD. You saw all that mix up? That was all pressure. This game is gonna be OD. That was all pressure, man. That man just went in after that. You saw that? That was all on block too. Alright, so you see it? So he bursts is +1. You get one of the Tekken 8 bars. Heat Engager, you get two of them. Heat Dash only consumes one. And then Heat Smash was just the combo joint. It consumes all of it. Well, Heat Smash is like the Demo Man type joint. That's what it is. And Heat Engager is like the combo joint.
そうです。まさにヒートスマッシュは本当にTekken 7でいう
Yeah, Heat Smash is mad powerful, so that joint consumes everything. So it's basically like doing a rage drive, the Heat Smash.
うまくダメージを奪いたかったり仕掛けたい場合はヒートスマッシュを積極的に狙うと大きなリターンを得ることができると思います。
Yeah, Heat Smash, yeah, that's like a rage drive pretty much, and it consumes both of them joints. So it's basically a replacement of heat of the rage drive.
まあいろんな使い方が広がるってこと。
そうですね。本当にそこにプレイヤーの個性が出ると思いますね。どういうヒートエナジーを運用していくかっていうところ。
So yeah, we're gonna see. There's gonna be a lot of online scrubs when this game first comes out. That they're just gonna spend all the heat stuff right at the beginning of the round, and there's gonna be players that are gonna be smart about it and only use it at the end when they're trying to make a comeback or something like that. But this OD though, that blocking doesn't really benefit you in this game. A lot of people, when they eat all of this stuff, all this pressure and stuff, they're gonna armor their way out of it. They're just gonna go super ham. It's just crazy. You lose so much chip damage. At least it's good that you don't. Apparently, you don't die from chip damage. See that? Look at that. This is the chip damage. Look how much chip damage they're losing just for blocking. That's gonna make people not want to block because usually when you play defense in Tekken, you want to play defense because you don't want to lose damage. But now, like blocking is actually bad. So it's pretty silly. So if somebody does an unsafe move like a hop kick, you're still gonna lose damage. But you could punish it though. You're gonna punish it. You could punish it though, but you're still losing damage, even though you're blocking something unsafe. See, like shoulder kick, all of that stuff. Even if it's punishable, you're still losing damage.
うん、そんな感じですね。
So, so if you want your energy back, you gotta swing back. So it's a rough game, man.
はい。
This joint is mad. I think this game, for it to be better, they need to take that out. Because I think that whole chip damage stuff is gonna make people never want to play defense, and it's mad silly. Like me, like if I play this game,
個性や特徴
I'm gonna sidestep and back dash a lot. Just play mad keep out, just so I don't have to block certain moves.
一撃必殺みたいな
So Paul is like a one-hit kill type of dude when it comes to these heat moves.
ガード有効幅有利が取れるような技がヒート中のみ
You see, that's like the Fakuram type joint.
ガードブレイク
The guard break when he does it in the heat. You see that? And now he gets guaranteed damage. That's mad silly into a mix-up, yo. That's OD, man.
まあ逆に
That's mad OD.
まあスピードの
That's super OD. That's like Fakuram guard break without the wall, but he gets guaranteed damage in a mix-up. That's OD. And now this character, Law, has nunchucks, bro.
そうなんですよ。今回からヌンチャク
So he got nunchucks, bro. And that joint got like down forward to Jack range. Or Kunimitsu boys or
中
Negan.
のみ、ヌンチャクの攻撃を当てると、いきなり普段は
Yeah, when he does a nunchuck move doing heat, he gets a full combo. When he does a regular, you know, it just hits you.
やられに変わる
He does it in heat, look, full combo.
かなり、
OD.
強くなってます。
That buffs Law a lot up because his down one of Law's issues is that his down forward 2 doesn't have a lot of range. But now that joint has range, he could do that joint like block out there, and then he could get a full combo. So who knows if that joint launches duckers? I'm guessing it launches duckers.
今回筋肉推しなので、
Oh, King looks really cool, man.
一時的なそのヒート中
A quick forward action has been added.
走る新アクションが追加されてるんですけども、その
Yeah, so what basically what they're saying is everybody's heat actions is different. Like Paul got the guard breaks to the plus frame stuff, and King, since he's a wrestler type joint, he runs at you when he does it.
はい、
So everybody got different joint.
そんなの関係ねえって感じで突進してきて、
Look at that joint. Block out there into damn RKO. That's OD.
いう要は各キャラクターごとに
So that's mad cool. So each character has their own effect. So that's one thing I like about it. Not everybody's gonna play the same when it comes to the heat joint. Every character is gonna be different and have a different one. I think that's the coolest thing about the game. Is that
楽しみにって感じです。
that's really cool that everybody's gonna be different. Not everybody's gonna have the same kind of mechanic.
キャラクターの
Well, you still gonna be a heat, but everybody's joint is gonna be based on their personality. So King, you know, he runs at you, absorbs hits, and gets a free throw mix up, which is OD. That's mad cheap. You just use that joint when you have full bar and your opponent doesn't have no bar, make him guess.
ですね。
So I wonder what they're gonna do with Lee.
中はいろんなことができ
I think Lee is gonna be really good in this game if they leave him the same way. Because if this game rewards offense and Lee's still a counter hit dude, that's gonna be OD. But I wonder what moves is gonna go into heat with Lee and how he's gonna look. We're gonna see.
されてこうガードする側は割とね削れたり押し込まれたりですごい、まあ、もちろん不利になってるわけだけど、これやられてる側の視点からするとこううまく反撃とかできるポイントとかなんかあるのかな。
まあそもそもで言うとその技の
So basic advantage frames of moves have not changed. So better to guard on the situation, let it pass, and make a move on your own.
自分から手を出すとか。
So yeah, he's like basically saying the joint is mad plus, and you might as well just wait your turn. And the frames are the same of the game, so you might as well wait till they don't have enough frames no more, and then you can swing back.
はい。
様子見ばっかりしてちゃダメってこと
Yeah, you gotta wait, just like regular Tekken. If you wait and see, your chip will be cut off.
手を出すか、まあ
So you should.
今回
So he's regular to use power crush or moves.
でまあ割り込みに使いやすくなって
So basically, what he said is that if you just wait and see, your chip damage, you're not gonna be able to recover that joint.
そういうのもおすすめなので
So you're gonna have to do a power crush or swing back to get your energy back. That's basically what they're saying. So they were.
強
So
化されてるってのは結構ポイントだけど、まあパワークラッシュのシステムとしてはこう相手に技を食らいながら自分も出すので、まあダメージ被弾覚悟だよね。
そう
ある程度のダメージは覚悟だけど削られっぱなしよりはいいから、
はい。
それでも相手に割り込んじゃうってことだよね。
そうです
強制的にね。
ね。被弾
いや
覚
そう
なんですけども、鉄拳7との大きな違いは、受け止めたダメージが回復が可能ゲージとして残るので、
ただただ
yeah. So as you see, it's worth doing. Is literally is definitely gonna reward people See that? It's all recovery help, and then you could just get it back by just going ham. See that? So the risk of doing power crush is like, so people are gonna really spam power crush. Like doing power crushes in this game is gonna be really in your favor right now. Because when you use a power crush, even if they attack you out of the joint, you're gonna have recovery health where you could just recover by just going ham.
もちろんそのバックダッシュや横移動といったような防御行動も有効なので、まあ手を出して
But as you can say, you can still backdash and sidewalk, which is great. So
バックダッシュ横移動で様子見するもいいっていうのは本来
So you can still move out of stuff, which is good. That's why I say, like, the meta, I think, honestly, if you a dude,
ですね。なんで防
or
御する側は一時的
if
に
you a dude or a person that can't move, you're probably gonna have a rough time in this game because you're gonna have to be forced to do armor moves, and you're gonna just be eating mad mix-ups and chip damage every single time. So most people, because they can't move, so most people are just gonna go just go ape shit when they get mixed up. But more advanced players, they're gonna be able to sidewalk the linear moves and all types of stuff to avoid getting mixed up and mauled.
スタイルみたいなところが、少し新しくなったみたいなので、そこを説明してもらえますか。
So this is a new controller style. They got the arcade style, which is the normal play style that everybody plays Tekken. They got the special style, which is the easy combo assist joint that was in Tekken 7. Basically the same joint as Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter 6 got the same regular play style and the new play style. That you basically press one button to do all the easy combos and stuff. So what I'm guessing is that all that easy mode stuff is gonna be like bad combos and stuff like that. The only thing I'm worried about this special mode is that if you could do one button electrics and one button hell sweeps and dumb stuff like that. Because one button taunt into jet uppers and corny stuff like that. Because then you're gonna play somebody online and you're gonna think they just got godlike execution. And they probably gonna be like, yeah, man, I practiced a lot. And then you find out that they actually using the new joint that they just press one button and do moves and clap you. So that's the one thing I'm worried about. And another thing I don't like neither. Yeah, they got power crush. So it's really scrubby. It's really easy to play. All the button inputs, just one button inputs is really good. They doing this to attract more people to play Tekken, so they don't think Tekken is way too hard to play.
こんな感じでヒートを発動する。
So that's why they're doing this.
R1 でヒートスマッシュが
You just press R1 to do heat smash, and it takes away your whole joint. So one button. There's a lot of scrubby stuff.
空中コンボ
Just one button.
この三角
See, you just keep pressing triangle, and then you do a full combo.
空中コンボが
Doesn't seem that it seems like a regular combo to me, but you might be able to do way better combos if you just do it manually, of course.
違う空中コンボが出る。
なるほど。鉄拳7
Doesn't seem like the damage is too high neither. The one thing I don't like is that you could use this assist mode and rank mode and all types of stuff, and apparently it's tournament legal. So hopefully it's not as good. I hope it's not as good. I just don't want no one button hell sweeps and one button electrics and all types of stuff like that. I think that would be corny, but I don't think at the end of the day, I don't think that joint is gonna be that good.
とまた違う。
It's probably, you know what I'm saying? And I hope you're not able to do one button just frames. Let's say you play Lee, you press one button, he do acid rain. Like that would be crazy. So hopefully
自分がヒート上
that doesn't happen.
この三角ボタンを連打すると自動的に
Hopefully that don't happen.
ダッシュを使った
See, you could do all this stuff. You just press one button. You could do heat dash, all of that. And anyone could do it. And basically, you see the sign actions depend on the state of the character, heat, rage, etc.
その空中コンボをボタンの組み合わせによって
So you could press different buttons and stuff, and they basically do,
の醍醐味の空中コンボいろんな
the various different air combos, which is the most effective. Yeah, people love air combos. That's the one thing about Tekken that people love.
とかも、
はい、
まあ、わざわざレバー入れなくても、もう、
そうですね。はい、下段
There's even low attacks too. You press one button and then the character does a low attack.
値段を出してくれるってことかな。
そうですね。なんていうんですかね。駆け引きの基本になるようなものが攻撃のセットに入っていて、相手のこうタッチガードを崩すにはまず丸ボタンの下段攻撃
Yeah, Demo Man. There you go.
とか、相手が手を出して
One button Demo Man. That's crazy, right? You just walk up to somebody, press one button Demo Man, one button Power Crush. That's pretty OD, bro. Just walk up to somebody, just do Demo Man or Power Crush. Look at that, just one button combos. Look at that, into all of that.
こんな遊びが
That's crazy, man. All of that.
じゃあこれ、
Tell you, man, this Tekken
7の時にあった、
is going the route where everybody's a champion. That dude at 7-Eleven is champion.
あれ、
Ask for $1, he could be a Tekken champion. Next door neighbor asking for some eggs. Be a champion. Everybody about to be a champion in this game, man. And you can switch back and forth. It's not like a mode you start with. You could just play with arcade style, and then you press the toggle key, and then you could do the one ball. That's the one thing I don't like. It's not like in Street Fighter where you have to pick the specific style if you want the scrub style or if you want the OG style to play. This, you could just toggle the joint while you play. So you could play and then toggle the joint and then do the easy joint with one button. That joint is OD. Like if you play like that, you basically never gonna mess up. So I hope they balance the joint a little bit, because that joint would be cheesy for people to do. Because people would definitely abuse that joint, especially if you could do one button just frames or something. Just press one button and never mess up a combo. Yeah, when you want to play a new this is good though when you want to play a new character and you don't know how to play them. That joint will help you play a new character and you can learn how to play them. I probably won't do it. I won't use it. It's too scrubby for me. I'd rather learn a character from scratch. But all of this stuff is good for this is good for people that want to get into Tekken, because Tekken is mad hard to play. So Tekken is really hard to play. So if this game could really like help more people get into Tekken, it'll be a great thing. But they're making the game a lot more easier. This is rage art. It's pretty dope. Whoosk. So yeah, the cinematics are mad cool. Look at that. Yo, that does mad damage, bro. It's a lot of damage. So yeah, basically you could use it to join everything. Versus mode, story mode, you could use it in everything. Yeah, you could use that in multiple modes and stuff. Well, I hope that happens, and I hope when people beta test this joint at Evo Japan, the pros actually be like, yo, like you gotta change certain things about this game. So I wonder what the pros are gonna say about the game when they actually play this game. The beta, the build at Evo Japan. I just don't like that you could use it in versus mode and online battles. I think that's corny. Honestly, I think this game, what I would do, I think they should take out that chip damage joint. That's corny. But I see why they do it, because they want you to press. So they want you to lose damage for blocking, because they don't want you to really play defensive in this game. Because apparently they think high level Tekken is too much blocking, and it becomes too boring when you should see people blocking space all day. They don't like that. Yeah, he's paid, so it's possible to get certain places in competition because of that joint. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Yeah, because he's laughing, because he doesn't want you just to press one button to bop everybody. Yeah, because you don't want it to be broken and people do one button electrics and joint. That's just gonna be mad corny. But yeah, I would take out chip damage. But I understand why they did that though. I understand why they did that, because they don't want you to block in this game. But I would take out chip damage. They just leave the plus frame and the heat stuff, and the game will be way better. I think the worst thing about the game is the chip damage. Like losing health every time you block is so silly to me. That doesn't belong in Tekken. I don't like that chip damage. Like if I want to fight somebody, if I'm fighting somebody YOLO and they just going ham, I want to be able to play defense and be able to block and punish them. That's the beauty of high level Tekken. The beauty of high level Tekken is defensive play, spacing, movement, and blocking well. Like you lose damage for blocking well? Come on, it's corny, man. So this game, whatever you learn in Tekken, you're gonna have to forget about it and relearn this game. So yeah, this game is gonna be rough. And yeah, man. So the development of Tekken 7 is still in progress. So that means they're gonna they still gonna come out with Tekken 7 stuff pretty much. So that what that means is this game is not coming out no time soon. But yeah, guys, that's all I gotta say about this, man. We went in depth. So this game is definitely gonna cater the buttons, because you seen that. Guard break moves on blocking the free damage. You block, you lose chip damage. And if you want the damage back, you gotta swing back. Then if you use an armor move, is red health that you can recover by keep swinging. So this game is gonna be mad wild. This is gonna be a meets out game. This is gonna be a press buttons and get rewarded game. hopefully movement is good enough so at least you can move out of the situations. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I've got a lot more new videos coming out, a lot of new Tekken 8 stuff, Dina reveal. You know what I'm saying? Reacting to that. Maybe some grand finals reactions and analysis, all that stuff you like me to do. So be on the lookout this week. So thanks for watching, and be sure to check out everything. fightinggm _Tekken is the Twitch. I also coach on Metafy. So if you want some coaching, a lot of people been booking me. A lot of people been saying, yo, you helped me a lot. And I really love your coaching. So book me on Metafy. You know what I'm saying? Check out the Twitter is also fightinggm. Check out, subscribe to the YouTube. Comment on what you think about me talking about the whole Tekken 8 and what y'all think about Tekken 8. Yeah, let me know in the comments, and please like the video. All right, guys, and check me out on TikTok, also fightinggm. So God bless. I'll see you all next time, and peace out.